说是哪里中什么？
中泰混血。
哦，
对，妈妈是泰国人。
怪不得长得帅呢，真的。
好害羞。
不好意思。
After a long delay, I'm back, and we are back with these funny dating show reviews. Host is like, "Oh, you're so handsome," and he's got a little. I don't know if he's really modest or really shy, but he's like, "I'm a little like 我好害羞，不好意思." Basically, what he's saying is, "I'm a little shy. I don't like being complimented." Or I mean, everyone likes being complimented, but it makes you uncomfortable because you're supposed to be from a society that doesn't boast. Let's see how he does. I mean, if you are good looking, you probably have at least one thing going for you already.
好，第一回合。
谁更专业呀？我看不太懂。
觉得相比之下，那肯定是杨宇威更专业。
我也是这样认为的，其实我是不太好意思说了。
So here's the question I'm going to pose to you guys. Did he let her win? Or do you think she was just legitimately better than him? Whatever they're doing, fencing. I'm telling you guys, like a lot of you are like, what's a better place to talk to someone than, let's say, the park? Or the bar, or online? Why don't you go find a hobby you like? There's natural interactions. There's natural tension too, both sexual and just competitive tension. It builds bonding. Really cool. Guys who do jiu-jitsu, a lot of them end up meeting the love of their life in jiu-jitsu because you're both like trying to strangle each other, but you end up like, you know, you're also learning from each other and stuff. There was a big kind of movement or big push in a lot of PUA circles, a lot of dating coaches to be like, yeah, you know, a lot of these people, they go and try to start a hobby to meet someone, and that's not the most alpha or most like confident thing to do because, you know, you're supposed to just see a girl and be able to just talk to her and get her in bed. You think about it from another angle, that's really bad advice because you want pre-filters. If you just talk to someone random, you don't know what the fuck's wrong with them potentially or what's going on in their lives. But if you have a hobby you legitimately enjoy and you meet someone cool there, at least you guys know there's that thing that can bond you guys, right? So I am a big advocate in doing a lot of stuff, working on yourself, and in that process of working on your hobbies and working on yourself, you will probably meet cool people. It doesn't have to be romantically. It could be just people that you're cool with that become your friend circle, etc.
就觉得你好亲切，因为大家都说我从高中的时候就有人说我像泰国人，我就感觉看到你我就像看。
他们说的是你像泰国的男人扮演的女人。
对，我承认。
That is Chinese level of savage. She was trying to say she looks Thai. AK, she looks exotic, she looks pretty. But the host is like, yeah, that means you look like a ladyboy. Wow. That was savage. I mean, it's one of those moments. I think if this happened in America, probably the contestants would like sue, but this is China. They can, you know, Chinese people are blunt about two things, right? They're blunt about your appearance and they're blunt about your language levels. So if you can't freaking speak Chinese, they'll call you out. If you can't look your best, they'll call you out. So that's savage.
嘉宾你好，我觉得你长得超级帅。我喜欢，然后那个，并且我也来自北京，希望多多关注我。
好，谢谢。
Remember her? That's Logic Girl. We've talked about her before. So if you haven't caught up to speed on this girl's savagery, go watch it before you keep watching this because you'll get more context. But that's Logic Girl. Go watch her.
其实大家对乘务员这个工作呢误解很大，总是以为乘务员呢是光鲜亮丽的生活，其实做乘务员这一行真的很苦很累。可能凌晨4点就要起床，夜里2、3点才回家。
Two things about this you have to know. First of all, in China, they are very blunt about appearances. Oh, I've talked about that before. What that means is on Chinese airlines, you're really going to see someone who doesn't look good. It's not like United Airlines or Southwest or whatever in America where you'll get like 60-year-old people as flight attendants. No. In China, they better catch your eye. Everyone knows that to be a flight attendant, you better be good looking. So that's another affirmation that he's good looking. Second of all, talking about his crazy hours and everything, he's showing he's capable of hard work. That's very valued in Chinese society. Although you do have to be careful, right? Because if he's working all the time, he's going to spend time with you. But again, if he's a good looking dude, maybe girls will make an exception, right? You always get away with more if you're just a good dude and you're good looking. Anyways, let's keep going.
大家很奇怪为什么我们不找空姐？其实很多时候我们的方是错开的，我们没有更多的时间去相处。
They always say don't shit where you eat. It's a little harder in Asian countries because you got a lot of attractive and feminine coworkers. But what this is signaling to the ladies is you're not going to get competition. If you pick me, then you at least know in my job I'm not going to cheat or do all this stuff. Maybe with passengers, though. I don't know. You never know. I believe it's illegal in America to join the Mile High Club. I don't know if the same rules. I believe every single airplane all over the globe, they follow a uniform standard of air travel rules. I could be wrong. At least he's signaling to people who don't overthink everything like I do that he's not going to get distracted on the job by pretty girls.
因为我本身就是个吃货，我飞不同的国家，所以我也会品尝很多地方不同的美食。巴西的烤小羊排，巴黎的一个超大块的牛肉，还有美国的芝士焗牛肉也特别的好吃。我平时呢也是比较喜欢运动，比如说足球啊、击剑啊。我在网上看过一组非常出名的照片，叫牵你的手看遍我们的世界。我很希望我与未来的那个他一起去看遍世界的风景。如果你是那个他，请等着我对你的告白吧。
Look at our man pulling out all the cards. He knows what to say, right? Oh, I like to travel. Who doesn't like someone who likes to travel? And I like food. Everyone in China likes food. So travel with me, eat food with me together. And he emphasizes he's active, so he's not going to get a dad bod or something crazy like that. No complaints as to how he's pitching himself. No weirdness, no awkwardness like we see a lot of these candidates. This guy's doing well. And you never know, maybe he had people behind the scenes like producers help him. They're like, okay, you're a Thai guy. We don't want to make you look bad, because that's what Chinese people do, right? They always want to make other people look good, but they're okay with screwing over each other. But as of now, our Thai guy's doing very, 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 very well. What do you guys think? Let's do a poll right now. The ladies who watch this, are you into our Thai guy?
我外公会比较安排说走他安排想走的路。
不是你外公打算让你做什么呀？
我外公是打算让我做外交官。
那这不很好吗？
我就是从小就按照他的路在走。等到我说大学毕业后真正有自己想法的时候，我就可能说是不想再按照他的路走了，所以我就悄悄的说从花旗辞职，然后跑到北京。
That hits deep into Chinese culture right there. One thing he's followed in his parents' or grandparents' set out path, right? A lot of Chinese people are like that. From the time they go to school, they got one path, which is to take the college entrance exam. I have a piece of dandruff up there. And then to go to college and get a job and get married and have 2 kids and support their parents. He's had that even being Thai. And then he said, wait a minute, I don't want to do this. I want to live my own life. So he's able to listen to his parents, but ultimately he's also able to kind of think on his own. So shows 2 good traits. One, when you don't know better, you can listen to people you think who have experience and authority. And then when you do know better, you'll go and do your own thing and explore. That's very attractive from an Asian culture standpoint. It's a emotionally vulnerable thing he just showed, but it was good what he did.
我外婆是皇家的女人。
哦，
皇族。我外婆也姓朱啦。哦。她跟现在的国王是表妹，远亲表妹。
哦，原来你是
皇族。
皇族。
我外婆从来不会让我进她的房间，或者是穿的很随便。我外婆在我面前都没有见过她穿过说便装之类的，就穿的很正隆重。有威仪。对，
这就是我崇拜的女人，真的。
对，然后我从来没见过她在我面前什么就吹鼻子啊，或者是做一些不雅的动作。
哇，太棒了！
我跟她生活这么10几年，我从来没见过
有修养的女人。
对。
Guys, at this point, do we even need to keep watching? I think we kind of know what's going to happen, right? He's freaking royal family. From a hypergamy angle, every girl's going to go for him. I don't know what else to say. So he's royal family. Imagine if like Prince Harry or Prince Edward, Prince William, whatever their names are, came to America. Every person, including Hollywood actors, would be like, ah, right? If you guys do stop here, it's not going to hurt my feelings, but just, yeah, I think we know what's going to happen.
我母亲认识我父亲的时候他只有17岁，他是陪着我外公就是到云南省的普洱市。去做交流访问，
丝毛，
对，丝毛。我父亲那时候是在茶庄里面的一个工人了，然后我父亲那时候在吸那种水烟筒，不知道女嘉宾有没有见过？
水烟草知道。
然后我母亲就看到我父亲就在那抽烟，然后就去跟我父亲就去聊。
even if that were true, that his mom's side of the family is the royal family, his dad's side of the family, the Chinese side's the local country, you can say bumpkin or whatever. I feel like you don't even need to say this. You don't even need to make yourself relatable. Be like, yeah, I'm the product of a royal family member choosing someone that's not royal. Do you really need to do this? Even if you're like the most inaccessible guy, the fact that you're on a dating show, aren't you kind of signaling to the women that you're okay, you're up for grabs? Maybe you're trying to gain sympathy points, or maybe you want to use this opportunity to get a job or something, or to make the Thai royal family look good because, you know, maybe Thailand wants to become better friends with China. But this just feels like you're trying too hard. You could say, I'm never going to date down, and all the women will still flock to you because you're royal family. They want that life, man. It's called monkey branching. But hey, maybe he's trying to show to audience members who can't be on the show that, look at me, I'm such a great accessible dude.
聊过来以后，大概15天左右，我母亲在中国，后来就可能爱得太深吧。
哎呦，抽水烟筒就把
对，我父亲
母亲就给吸引了。
我父亲个子很矮，我母亲有1.74米左右。
你父亲有多高的个？
我父亲的话可能1.7米都不到吧。
Representing every man's dream, right? I land a girl that's way taller than me, that's royal family. Don't give men false hope, you dumb royal family member. Because they were in Yunnan. Yunnan has a lot of Thais. In Chinese, we call Thais Dai. So there are a lot of Thai people in Yunnan. Yunnan's where all the Southeast Asian minorities are. So maybe that person was actually, even though he's technically Chinese, ethnically he's actually Thai. On top of that, he doesn't say who he got his looks from. There's a chance his dad was the good-looking one. Even though his mom might have been taller, and his mom might have been royal family, maybe she was a really ugly member of the royal family, and the daddy might have been shorter, but the dad was a really good-looking Thai, ethnic Chinese person. So it might seem like it's an impossible match, but sometimes, you know, you will make an exception. If you're really not an attractive woman and you're like very high class, but he's a doable, he's good enough guy, very good looking guy of quote unquote lower social economic class, maybe you're gonna go for him. Let's not pretend it's some kind of ugly duckling fairy tale or something like that. It could be. Probably the Chinese people will interpret it this way, but I just think if this romance really were true, the daddy was either a really good looking dude or the daddy was some kind of high position of power in the factory. So he wasn't just like a factory worker. He held some position of authority, charisma, leadership, etc. So the mom could see, oh, this dude, man, this dude's freaking great. This dude can freaking command a room. That is my kind of extrapolation. I could be wrong. It could be some kind of fairy tale romance. Again, it's a Chinese TV show. Maybe they're trying to sell this kind of stuff, but they're trying to be reality. They're trying to pretend it's real. So we can interpret it my way. We can interpret it another way.
10岁之后，我就是我父亲跟我母亲一起回泰国，就见我外婆。我外婆第一次见我父亲。那个时候我父亲就穿着不合身的西服，然后可能我母亲有教他说怎么使用刀叉之类的，然后我父亲的话也很笨拙，可能就那时候吧，我母亲把它切好以后，我父亲显得特别的局促不安，就非常尴尬在那餐桌上，然后就我外婆跟我讲的，那时候她就看到我母亲的手，就说搭在我父亲的手上，就捏了他一下，叫他不要紧张的那种，所以我外婆就说觉得说，看来女儿这辈子是找对人了。对，可能说我父亲、母亲的那种爱情观念，也许就是我想要的那种吧。
That is crazy, straight out of Asian drama, man. Oh, the grandfather, the stern patriarch doesn't like the person, but the matriarch, the grandma starts liking the person. It's so corny. It's so freaking corny, man. At this point, I'm starting to think it's a little scripted. It is so corny that my neck's starting to hurt. It's crazy. Even the dinner scene plays out like a Korean drama romance scene or something like that. And you know this is being sold to Chinese people. The women are eating this up like crazy, man. You have tickled them. You've tickled them everywhere. In the nose, in the eyes, in the heart, in the pussy. You've tickled them everywhere.
我问他说要不要去北京的时候，他不是那么想去。我觉得他也是说不习惯，就是不喜欢家里面给他的安排，但是他就不会说去跳，他就说想要乖乖的在这。
那就他还在泰国。
他现在还在泰国。
So his first girlfriend was Thai, and she had a little bit of a nonconformist streak in her. Unfortunately, she couldn't disobey her parents and go with him to China. We know he's royal family. He's a pretty good looking guy. So I don't even think he needs to qualify this. But what he's trying to say is, look, I want a girl with an open mind, because Chinese women usually don't like to date outside of their own ethnicity. Unless you're like a super handsome white guy, they might make an exception. I'm just being honest. People sometimes, Asian Americans watch my channel, be like, Jerry, you're catering towards white supremacists. I'm just calling out Chinese bullshit, okay? They make exceptions towards really good-looking white guys, or what they consider really good-looking. What they consider really good-looking is not the same as what Americans consider really good-looking when it comes to white people. Going back to his story, he's trying to tell all these Chinese women he likes the type that think outside the box, because in his opinion, these Chinese women need to not just date him because he's royal family or that he's really good-looking. They themselves have to had some open minds even prior to him with his status and his looks and his money, etc. Right? He's thinking long term. I want a girl that I can communicate to, that capable of thinking outside the Chinese paradigm, or at least trying to think outside the Chinese paradigm.
她是我们公司的营运空乘务员。
哦，是中国女孩。
对，是中国女孩。
Notice, people, he blatantly just lied. Remember in his intro video, he said he's never going to date flight attendants? Well, one of his past girlfriends was a flight attendant. Okay, well, I guess if you date him as a girl, you're not safe from him hooking up with fellow flight attendants, man. Girls, a lot of the girls on stage are kind of blind to that right now. It'll glance past their mind, right? Because in their mind, they're like, 哎呀，好帅呀，哎呀，皇族, oh my god. Basically what I said in Chinese is, oh, he's so handsome, oh, he's royal family. 哎呀，好好呀. People make exceptions, man. Just remember, don't believe what people fucking say. Go and observe how they act, right? That's the most an important thing. Great lesson, man. I think if you took one lesson away from this video, from this guy, look at what he said versus how he acted. In general, look at what people act, not what they say.
因为我说实话，我就是觉得中国女孩有点，我是有点，有些时候有些女孩是我是接受不了，
就是很作。
对，很作，不作会死。
He used a Chinese slang term, 作. My best explanation of 作 is that it's kind of like someone that's really petty, or someone that's really drama queen, drama causing. So petty, drama causing. I did not know the definition of this word. I had to ask Sherry, but now you know. 作 is not a good term to describe people. I think another reason he thinks Chinese women are 作, which is probably true. I think all women are a little 作. I think the reason he has a biased sample is because he's a flight attendant. You know what you deal with when you're working airlines, airplanes, airports? A lot of angry, sleep-deprived customers. So that's why he's dealt with a lot of 作 people. Maybe people that are a little bit more 作 than average. Just the thought.
比如说我跟一个外国女孩约着一起去看电影，可能我路上有事耽搁了或迟到，我顶多说一句啊 sorry， 就可能会过了。但中国女孩不会，她会问你为什么迟到？你为什么迟到？你为什么不早点出门？讲一大堆问题，然后会在人很多的地方跟你吵，跟你争吵。然后我就会说，我既然迟到了，为什么我们两个不开开心心的吃一顿饭，然后看一场电影，然后回家呢？你为什么要吵？吵了以后不欢而散，这样的大家都很难过。
对，
就是这样。
这就不同的思维方式，其实是。
I think in general, people that start arguments in public like this, assholes like this, stay away from them. There's enough problems, enough dramas in people's lives already. You don't need this type of stuff. Even though he's trying to make a generalization to Chinese women, I've met men like that too. Just fucking want to start arguments everywhere. They know you're busy. They know you're stressed out, but they get something out of diverting your really limited attention to them. Such an immature thing to do. So I myself, I don't like any of those people in my lives. In fact, unfortunately, my mom's a lot like that, so sometimes I have to cut her off for a little bit. I think a general good rule of thumb is to not have people like that in your lives. Sometimes people don't understand they're doing it. Like, let's say they scoff at you or they laugh at you in public. Just basically make a simple situation more complicated or more drama-filled than it should be. And sometimes I think if you really care about the person, you gotta tell them, because, man, it gets annoying. Whether it's two people or one person or a group scenario, there's like a net energy, right? It's net negative, net positive, etc. It's really bad to make it net negative.
男嘉宾你好，我是来自武汉，然后今年29岁。
So she's from Wuhan. Wuhan is from Hubei, the province Hubei. A lot of the girls that have guested on this channel are from Wuhan. It's really weird. I don't know why. I get along with people from Wuhan. Wuhan's a very humid, hot city. So just like the city I grew up in, China, maybe that's why. The cities where you're used to that type of humidity and maybe you eat similar foods. You guys just get along somehow. I don't know. You're connected by climate or something weird like that.
我是一个工作能力比较强的人，所以刚刚在那个节目当中听你一直有聊到你的一些经历，然后听你聊天的过程当中，我也觉得你也是一个很有想法的人，这个是我比较看重的一方面。然后另外就是你刚刚有提到，就是你比较喜欢女王大人这种类型。
For those of you unfamiliar with vocal health, she talks with a vocal fry. It's very bad for your voice to talk with a vocal fry. Now, as a vocal exercise, you could go, like that's actually cool. It's a way to work your vocal cords. But when you're talking and you're unintentionally going like this, that's bad. So first thing is that. Second of all, she mentioned you like domineering women. I honestly don't remember when he said that. I cut this together a while ago and I'm responding to this probably like a year later. Here's why I think he likes domineering women. His mom is the royal side of the family. His dad is just some factory worker. Under their marriage, his dad probably feels a little inferiority complex. The mom's probably giving the dad a lot of commands, etc. at home. That's why this like, oh, you like domineering women thing just suddenly emerged out of nowhere.
我自我觉得我还是一个蛮霸气的人，然后在感情方面我都是就是跟着自己的感觉走，比较注重眼缘，所以刚刚你一上场的时候，我觉得特别有眼缘。
So Chinese women make it hilarious. They're talking about fate again, but it's not fate, girl. It's called lust. He's a good-looking dude, so it's not about something higher being instilling something in you. You're trusting your lust. It's called your ovaries ovulating when you see them. She justifies it as yan yuan, as fate. It's really funny. Another good thing to know, it's better to show it than to say it. So she's saying, yeah, I'm a very domineering person. She keeps emphasizing it. Has she shown it at all? I mean, can you even show this on stage? People place doubts on it, right? For example, if I keep going around saying, hey guys, I'm a good looking dude. Yeah, I'm a good looking dude. I'm a good looking dude. You'd be like, huh, it's insecure about that.
嗨，男嘉宾你好。
你好。
我的名字叫做李欣，今年22岁，来自于上海。
So that's our girl that the hosts called Ladyboy. So our Ladyboy girl. Yesterday I was at a restaurant with my friend and we had a Ladyboy waitress. It was really interesting. The restaurant was a Southeast Asian restaurant. So I don't know if they just wanted to make it more authentic by having a ladyboy waitress or just by coincidence, but we had a ladyboy waitress. Anyways, going back to this girl, she is very, very cute. I love her voice. It's so like, I'm so in love with you. I'm gonna be feminine. From Shanghai. Man, be careful of Shanghai women. Be very careful of Shanghai women. If he knows anything about China, which it sounds like he knows because he's been in China for a while, he's probably going to be wary of Shanghai women too. So that's my prediction.
目前是一名化妆师，那我工作的时间是比较自由的，就是如果有工作的话，我就会忙一些；没有工作的话，我就会待在家里或者出去看看电影这样子，就是有一些小的休闲生活。
Living the dream, man. That's the life. I will predict though, because this type of trying to be your own boss, this type of trying to do your own creative pursuits thing is not as big in China. The fact that she could get to this point probably meant that she had rich parents. So just my prediction. So yes, it might look like she followed her own dreams and she's very entrepreneurial, but very likely she had rich parents backing her. So that's always a problem, right? Because when you date a girl, you marry a girl, etc., you're marrying her whole family. So if her parents are going to be hard because they're used to giving money and then using the purse strings to control her, that's some conflict right there. You know, he's royal family, right? He wants a good wife. He wants a wife that isn't going to give him more problems. They have enough problems being royal family. So the normal person, she is attractive too, but I think if you really break down her situation, it isn't as attractive as you think, unless the Thai guy wants to pump and dump or something. It's going to be a problem.
我喜欢你北漂的那个性格，就是特别能吃苦。我也希望能够和你。像有童话般的爱情故事。
Chinese women, man, killing me with these kind of analogies, these analogies to fate and fairy tales, etc. I would sing that song that I always break out to, but I am not. Really can't encourage this stuff, man. They're so superficial. They don't want to justify it as being superficial, so they use fate and all this bullshit. Why don't you guys use a Thai analogy or something? He's Thai royal family.
你是梁朝伟，我就会做你的张曼玉，我们一起演色戒吧。
No, No. If you guys haven't watched that movie before, that movie's rated NC-17. They got some graphic sex scenes. So I think she's gonna get banned from Chinese television if she keeps saying this. You went the Fate route. You suddenly got real escalated fast. His ideal woman probably resembles something related to his mother. Really kind of proper, really educated, really kind of, I would imagine like a Victorian era type of woman, but like translated into more Southeast Asian culture. And this woman's quoting some NC-17 movie and trying to get him to fantasize about sex. I'm sure he liked that, but in his mind he's thinking, dude, really? On national television? I think this woman, once she leaves the show, she's going to become a porno actress. I mean, you set yourself up to be.
其实我还蛮紧张的现在。我叫周丽丽，然后呢，今年24岁，现在在一家互联网公司是一名 HR。
Absolutely no. Do not date any HR woman from China. HR in America, at least they kind of pretend to care about you as long as your interests are in line with the company. And if your interests are not in line with the company, they'll try to protect the company. HR in China just doesn't give a shit. So the fact that she's an HR lady means that she's screwed over so many workers, she's screwed over so many people, she's helped the company hide so many secrets, so many bad things the company's done, she's helped them through it. So no, absolutely not. That's all I'm going to say. I don't think he's going to go for her either.
你好，我自我介绍一下，我叫戴瑞，今年25岁，我家在东北。
Okay, me and Jerry's going to come out again. Whenever people in China think about people from Dongbei, maybe not people from China, I'm just being biased. When you think of people from Dongbei, you think whenever China gets invaded, they're the first people to put up their hands. They're like the French of the Chinese. Whenever they get invaded, they're always the people to surrender. Or they're always the people who can't put up a fight. She even looks kind of Japanese. That's so mean. I mean, it could be true. She might have some Japanese ancestors. You know how the sense of humor is on this channel.
现在在上海也算是异地，离家也蛮远的，也算是在上海漂泊吧。也希望找一个人能固定下来，因为您是混血嘛，然后也增加了对您的好感，然后我也希望能跟你一起犯二。
So she literally just said to him, I like you because you're exotic. I like you because your genes are different. I mean, how can you be as honest as that? It's really funny. There are quite a lot of mixed people in LA, of course. It's a diverse city. Or you go to New York. That's going to be your pickup line in the future. You go up to someone who's mixed and be like, yeah, I like you because you're mixed. Actually, why not? That's kind of a cool way to start a conversation. If you guys try that, you guys should film it and send it to me. I like you because you're mixed. And then you could talk about what mixes they are. Although they probably get that question a lot. You kind of have to ask it in a more curious way and not in a way that it's like, oh, I'm trying to make fun of you, or oh, I'm being nosy. She's talking about they want to be crazy together. I wish Big Eye Girl were on the show. I don't know if Big Eye Girl has appeared on the show yet. This is one of the old episodes.
你是为他来百里挑一的？
算是吧，因为有看过他上的另一档节目，所以很抱歉4位女生，非常抱歉。
谢谢4位，请回。
This just feels like a setup, man. This is Guy. He's so perfect, and yet he also has a reason to be on this show. I just feel like the show either wanted someone on the show paid to be like, I want a good exit. I just don't know. But this just seems like too much of a setup.
王子你好。
你好。
哎呦，紧张什么呀？你们俩都紧张，我发现。
别紧张，没事。
没。吕丹，我先问你一下，你为什么没有给他留牌？你在什么环节把牌给放？
因为我觉得我很喜欢他，从一开始的下来我就很喜欢他。
对你一开始说过你喜欢，希望他留心你。
很喜欢他，但是我就觉得他这种男孩会有很多女孩喜欢他，对，所以说我就没有安全感了。
你就觉得他也没可能喜欢你，是吗？
对。
I was afraid too many girls to compete against, so I decided not to pick them. I don't know how much I buy that. I think, in her mind, this was before she knew that he was royal family. Now, if he came out with the royal family, I'm sure she would have kept her lights on. What do you guys think? I mean, we know her personality. We've seen her in previous episodes of the show. She's quite the type who doesn't settle. She knows what she wants. She treats dating very logically, like starting a business or opening up a savings account or something. I think she came up initially, saw that he was a pretty boy, and said, oh yeah, it's one of those guys. Wouldn't be able to live with me because I'd knock him down 2 pegs and then he just wouldn't be taking the lead anymore. That's probably what she thought. But now, she's like playing with her hair. She's, oh my gosh, so flattered. She's so attracted now to this royal family dude. Not the little pretty boy she thought. Wants her. So let's see what happens.
结果现在告诉你的时候，你吃一惊。
对呀，很惊讶呀。
哎呀，我觉得挺好的，已经长发及腰了，走吧。
So I have to translate that expression a little bit. What she's saying is your hair has grown so long. So it's about the growth of the hair. Your hair's grown all the way down to your waist. So you're getting old, basically. Not only are you getting old, you've been on this show for too long. I think the hosts are telling her, go, just go. He's the best you're gonna get, man, because guys that you want don't want you, and the guys that want you, you don't want. So this is your best compromise. Even though it's not really a compromise, man, she's winning out by getting him. And also, if they do actually get in a relationship, she's gonna have massive problems with his mom. His mom, very likely, is like Logic Girl, but just more proper. So they're gonna have a lot of like crazy rich Asian type attention.
可能上次从谁能上面就看到你的时候，就觉得你是一个挺坚强跟自立的女孩吧。然后也上你微博，对哦，我没敢关注。然后我看你微博，我没敢关注你，因为有点
他怕你发现你是吧？
对，
想藏在背后。
然后就做一些了解以后，觉得你在北京，我说我也在北京，那时候就蛮喜欢你的，可能会说会想来说再过来看一下你。
So he likes the qualities in her that scare men. The type of more domineering quality, the get what she wants type of quality. We could analyze this from a personality perspective, but ultimately, you know what the prize is? The prize is he's from a royal family, which means there's a lot of status and there's a lot of richness. And he's good looking. So I think there's almost no reason to analyze anymore, because whatever standard she has towards a person's personality, a person's pursuits, she'll make an exception, right? She'll make an exception if he's royal family. It's unfair. Imagine if like Prince Harry went on Take Me Out or one of those other dating shows. He could literally say anything. There will be some women that want him. In fact, most women want him because it's a chance to be royal family. So I almost feel like I'm repeating myself, and there's no real reason to analyze this.
本来准备了好多一大段话，现在一下子懵了，就一下子空白的话就特别多出来，就不知道讲什么，手心里全是汗。
It's funny how life works, right? If you've already set yourself the bar so high and then you show a little weakness, you show a little vulnerability, it's super attractive. But imagine if a normal guy just did that. Everyone would be saying shit about him. Everyone would be like, oh my God, he's so nervous, so inconfident, go back home. But because he's royal family, he's had this journey where he's trying to live his own life in China, etc. And he's good looking. People will just find this cute, right? That's why you have to set the bar high initially for yourself, man. Don't slack on those things. So when the time for you to be human, it adds to you. It's really sad, but the social dance is all a sequence. You don't want to jump certain steps or else you become creepy or weird. It's unfortunate because we all want to put our full selves out there, but unfortunately we have to choose when people see all the sides of us. Very good, interesting lesson in the nuances of social interaction.
在他面前怎么变成这样了？
你看啊，我学他那动作。这样紧张成这样，那心里得有多什么样的一种荡漾才会这样啊？
在自己喜欢女人面前就。
我明白，特别理解你，特别理解你。
This makes me want to do a social experiment. I want to get someone who's model looking and get them to approach a girl and then kind of be really nervous and not know what to say to her. Let's see how she reacts. Let's see if she will like it because, oh, it's this really good looking cute dude, but oh, he's kind of shy. If she likes you already, you show insecurity, you're shy. But if she doesn't like you already and you show insecurities, you're insecure, you're not confident, you're a creep, etc.
就是我很想知道，就因为在台上你没有跟我很多交流嘛，所以说我会很惊讶你选择我。
我紧张，我害怕。
人家不需要跟你有交流了，他都看了你所有的资料了。
其实你如果聪明点的话，捕捉能力强点，应该已经发现了。
Man, at this point, the hosts really want her off. They're like, dude, go with them. You understand what you're missing out on if you don't choose them? And on top of that, people from Thailand are really going to think Chinese people are horrible. It's almost like at this point she's being strong-armed. She's going to cause a mini diplomatic crisis if she doesn't go with the Thai family guy. You see, when you have a little bit of this type of status, the host will be rooting for you. They will really try to talk you up. It's unfair, man, but that's life, right? That is life. That's why people go and seek status. They seek wealth, etc.
好，
恭喜！
If you have the wealth and the status and the looks, People really root for you, man. There's two types I think people in life really root for. Of course, everyone wants to root for the underdog. The underdog, everyone can relate, so everyone wants to root for the underdog. The other type of person, just the type of person, he's like someone that looks like and acts like he could be a good ruler. So people are rooting for you because everyone wants a benevolent ruler. That's the ultimate thing about humanity. Most of us don't give ourselves enough time to develop into our own autonomous beings. So we pick the next best option, which is we try to pick a benevolent ruler. And what this also shows is if you're a person that quote unquote is on top, life is just different for you. You get a lot of benefits that people not on your level can only dream of. And that's why this kind of dynastic cycle, this type of thing, has been around for so long in so many parts of the world. Everyone wants to be on top. Why? Because you get all the benefits. And honestly, that's what makes things like democracy and stuff like that so hard, because inevitably whoever you elect into power will want to stay in power. In a non-democratic system, the people will stay in power anyways, or they'll stay in power because they have different sides playing off each other and helping them, etc. But in a democracy, it's no different. You just have to once in a while get people to choose you, or you make them feel like they're actually choosing you, but they're not really choosing you because it's all rigged. When you see an episode like this where someone with that level of status just has it so easy in life, you realize, can you really blame people in their self-interest? They want to fuck over a society or a democratic process or whatever. I didn't think this was going to be a case study in why people want to cling to power, etc. I think we learned something really precious. Let's say there's not a better way. Have a society that's as minimalist as possible when it comes to people ruling others, and really guarantee that people get to live up to their full potential. Maybe it'll actually be better. That's what I hope for, but that's the libertarian in me talking. I could do some research as to whether she and he are married or whatever. I doubt it. I doubt it's going to be a short fling, because ultimately she's not going to get along with his mom. His mother will veto this immediately. His mom, looking out for him, will want someone that's a little bit more kind of obedient, subservient to him. So that's my prediction as to whether the two of them will last at all. All right, guys, leave your comments below if this relationship's going to go anywhere, and I will talk to you guys soon. More Chinese dating show reviews to come. Bye-bye. And if you want to learn Chinese so that you can watch these shows without me translating them, go to Jerry Teaches Chinese, because I teach people Chinese there. Okay, bye-bye. 再见.